Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this Weather Fan special here on this Saturday, the 10th of May 25, with myself and Paul.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Just bringing you the latest of what the charts are saying. We've good confidence that there's going to be some storms this coming week, from tomorrow through to Tuesday, possibly Wednesday. We don't know yet, but we'll have a look at that shortly.
Yeah, so it's going to be a quick impromptu live, really. It was already decided probably the last 20 minutes or so. And yeah, we're going to make up to about half an hour tops tonight.
Yeah.
And obviously, we'll see what happens tomorrow, if it's going to be a normal live or a live like storm watch chase kind of thing. We should see what happens.
I think it's going to be more of a storm watch tomorrow. I don't think there's going to be many up this neck of the woods. So, and I know Lizzie's away, isn't she? So,
yeah, she's away this weekend doing her spookies. So,
unless anything happens by Michael, it's going to be a no-show. It will most likely be a storm update tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, well, so it could be just normal live, but most focusing on these stores. But we'll have a look anyway to see them. Yeah. Just going to quickly go through the comments, and we're just going to crack on, really.
Yep.
So, good evening to Matthew on this perfect spring day. It's hard to think it's still spring, isn't it? Even though it's been so warm for a while and dry. So, good evening to you. Good evening to Paul James, our mod. Storms. We'll have a look in a minute. Because personally, I'm not really looking at the charts properly for the last few days. I've been busy with work and I've been out with the family. A lovely day at the family today. Good evening to Chris A. Good evening to Adam.
Evening, Adam.
It's nice to rain here now. Are you down in the southwest? I don't even know what the radar's like. I've not looked at anything.
Yeah. We're going in blind today because I don't think we've seen any charts for today. So we're kind of going in blind.
Matthew, is it tomorrow you fly out to the Canary Islands?
Tweet.
If you are, I'm surprised Rachel hasn't popped in to say how much she loves her yellow.
Don't mind me, I've got an Amazon package, so I'm just opening it live. Unfortunately, it's not a live unboxing.
Have you got the UKV up ready?
I have, mate, yeah. And I've got the technical summary from NetWeather as well. So we can go through the UKV, possibly another chart, and then we'll go into the technical stuff, and then we'll call it a night, yeah? Sound good?
Yeah. I'll bring up my Ventusky, I think the name's called. Have a look at that with the latest
Thunderstorm
chart thing. I've forgotten it's been that long. I've barely used it. The Cape and Lifted and the latest what's going on right now.
That's cool. Yeah, so I'll do UKV. We'll go into technical, go over to you, and then we'll wrap it up from there.
Yeah. No
share screen, UKV, share.
And it's all the floor's all yours.
Brilliant, thank you. I'll do a quick boogie on dance then. Let me just quickly zoom out so we can see this in full. Right, as you can see, I've got the precip and the precip and cloud on. As you know, we haven't looked at the radar yet. As you can see there, just to the southwest, there is some rain coming in. I'll look at the radar on NetWeather in a minute, unless Michael's got that.
I've got my what's name up in just a second. I was on put one of my charts up, so I'm just getting that in the back there.
Yeah, cool. So there is some cape available. It's very minimal though. So any showers that are going now are probably just going to be of rain. Keep moving this on. So this is first thing tomorrow. We've got some storms moving up from France and the Bay of Biscay, moving up into this warmer air. So things will start getting more muggier, I would imagine, under this cloud. Wasn't too muggy here today. You could feel it was different to the heat that was a couple of weeks ago. Cape in terms of, you can see the Cape down there in the bottom, starting to come up. Temperatures, not really right home about, between 6 to 10 degrees today. Let me go back to precip and cloud. Brilliant. So yeah, we'll move this on. So this is 9 o'clock tomorrow. That occlusion is forming there. As you can see, coming up from France, some embedded thunderstorms on that. So we'll have a quick look at the Cape and that. Not much Cape at that time of the day, but there could be storms embedded within that have come up from France, but they may die out as they go over the cooler water of the channel. Really, we want to be looking 12 o'clock. You can see a little storm there out towards Swindon, possibly, up to in that area, you know, Wiltshire, Dorset kind of area. Yeah. And then, as you can see there, they then start to brew up along the M4 corridor mostly. So you're looking, as Gordon mentioned earlier in his live, check that out after you've watched this, obviously, that the storms would start in the southwest and move towards, but this is looking more along the line of the M4 corridor and then moving northwards, which kind of would expect because you've got the hills there, like you've got the Malvern, is it the Malvern? No, the Mendips, Chilterns, that kind of thing around that area. So the warm air and moisture is getting pushed aloft into that warmth that's coming up and obviously bubbling up. Let's have a look at the Cape and lifted. As you can see there, about 400 joules per kilo energy there. So there is energy within that that's being forced up. So look at the maximum temps, looking up to 26 in the west.
Oh, wow.
Even towards where I am, 23 to 25, like up in Yorkshire, which is not unheard of, but it's good for this time of the year, and that the heat is becoming more and more widespread this coming week, as we will see in a moment. So we'll go back to the pre-sip and we'll have a look. Storms, not many. There will be, I won't say sporadic, but there will be isolated thunderstorms and showers along that line of the M4 corridor, possibly going up towards, I'd say like the M4, M40 kind of chunk. It's the best way I can describe it, really. If you think of a chunk between the M4 and the M40, in that kind of sector up towards Birmingham is where the storms
M5.
Say that again, mate? And the M5, yeah. Yeah, in that kind of triangle or rhombus or whatever you call it. In that area is where they'll start to brew up and then move kind of northwestwards, maybe. Like I said, toward Bristol into Swansea, Cardiff, Newport, possibly over towards Hereford. You would be looking at some storms there as the night closes. They tend to fade away, but then we've got another line moving up there into the Solent, towards Hampshire and Wiltshire, possibly in towards Sussex. They will be moving in around about 10 o'clock. So this time tomorrow we'll have a good idea of what's coming up. So this is kind of roughly that time tomorrow. And as you can see, even at midnight, just back that back one frame, you can see some storms moving up there from the south. Again, on another occlusion that's moving up, even up towards Yorkshire, Lincolnshire, could be the odd isolated downpour more than a storm. Go back, look at the Cape and lifted. Still some available, but not much. Like we always say, this is just one ingredient within, you know, a whole recipe to make a thunderstorm. And back to pre-sip. They then die out, but some brew up across Wales. I wouldn't say there would be thunderstorms at that time of the day, but you never know. Up here towards Scotland, this is another front that's moving in. There might be the odd thunderstorm as that occlusion / cold front moves into the warmer, more moist air that's up there in Scotland. Quick look at the temperatures. 14, 15 degrees in the south, that's more than enough to sustain a thunderstorm. Even up towards the north, 12. in the bigger towns and cities. As you go further north, 6 to 8 degrees. Right, let's go into Monday. This is when the greater risk looks to be. As you can see there early, there's some showers going along that occlusion. There could be some thunderstorms along there, maybe. Very isolated. This is where we want to be looking now, down towards the southeast, where they may start initiating, may start firing up and moving to like northwestwards. We'll see in a moment. See there, they get going quite widely, chuffy there. And that's at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so that tells you how much vape there is, how much moisture, dew point. I'm going to have a look at them in a moment. So
I've just seen the facts. I've just had a quick nose at the facts chart, and well,
we'll have a look at that in a moment. Is it very juicy?
Yeah, it looks quite juicy, the facts chart.
Yeah, as you can see there is Cape available there at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We haven't reached peak eating yet. So this is, depending on how much sun comes through after these showers, that could then cause them to recycle, and then all that moisture that's been dropped could then go back up into the sky again and form as new showers. Hopefully. Relative humidity around about 60%, so I'm going to go for max temperature. Oh, look at that, 12 o'clock, 26, 27 degrees at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Blimey.
Jesus. 25 there in Manchester.
So Paul's come back in 10 seconds. I need to find my phone to check in
the
update.
Yeah, no rush, mate, no rush. I'll carry on. So, yeah, as you can see there at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, we are looking at well into the 20s widely from Northumberland southwards, from Cumbria, southwards, Yorkshire, North Yorkshire, so Vale of York, Lincolnshire Wolds, the Fens. You're looking 26, 27 at 12 o'clock. So I'm just going to have a look at the dew point, because we want to be looking at anything over 14 degrees. 14, 15 degrees is quite what we want for that. They could get going. I mean, there's the energy there. That's the thing. The Cape is going to be more than plenty for it to keep going, and the humidity as well. Go back to precip and cloud anyway. So as you can see, oh no, Michael, need some help. Look at that. Oh my days. Sorry, I'm just getting excited because this is like the first widespread risk that we've had this season. And I am getting very giddy looking at that chart.
Just a quick side note, I've just checked the Met Office warnings. There's been nothing updated yet, so don't be surprised if you may see like a low risk thunderstorm warning.
Yeah, I'm going to come to that with net weather in a moment. The Met Office did put something out yesterday within their live stream, if I remember rightly, saying that showed the risk areas.
Just 1 second, Paul. I've got something to put on.
Yeah, go
Hello.
for it.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, hang on, I better turn this one down. Hang on, I don't want to give him a crisis all at once.
There we go.
Yeah, full screen, boss.
How are you?
Not too bad. Been busy with the family today at Stratford Country Park.
Very good. That Ribble bus looked marvellous, dear boy.
Yes.
Indeed. I do love an old bus.
So we're discussing about the thunderstorm potentiality for Monday.
We are indeed, brother.
Tomorrow, I think mostly Monday.
We're up to as well. I'll go back to tomorrow. Tomorrow looked like a small risk. So this is...
sorry, let's take on the full screen. There we go.
So it looks like tomorrow is going to be more towards South Wales and the M4 corridor. And they're going to be very small. Oh.
Still there, Paul?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Sorry,
I wondered what was
your sound that went as well then?
I thought it was Gordon's. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, anyway. So yeah, is Gordon still there?
Yeah, I think he needs a shave by the looks of his screen. Turn into a cat.
I'm still. Fudge is gone now. Fudge. Hello, Fudge. Where have you gone? Oh, he's gone.
Has he gone? Has he, bless? Right. Anyways, so yeah, as I was saying, M4 corridor tomorrow looks to be where things will kick off. You can see towards Wales, as you rightly pointed out in your video earlier, Gordon.
It's similar. Similar to last time, isn't it? But obviously, different direction. But it just shows.
Wait till you see Monday's chart, mate.
I've not seen the update. I've not seen it now.
This is literal. The ink is still wet on this one.
Right.
So, as you rightly pointed out earlier, look towards the southeast. You can see that occlusion coming in.
Yeah.
And then out towards southwest. So we're going into Monday now. So this is first thing Monday, 5 o'clock. Got some showers popping off across Wales. Got that other occlusion up there towards the northwest up in Scotland. Giving out a load of rain. And then we're going into morning now. This is where things get very interesting for us up here in the north. Keep looking. Now, this is 11 o'clock in the morning. You can see they're quite intense, aren't they? In terms of cape, there is cape available. Not much, but I'm sure Michael will put that with GFS and stuff in a moment.
The cape grows quite fast, I've noticed as well. It's not gradual, is it?
No, because on a Monday, the temperatures I'll show you in a moment, on 12 o'clock, look at that. That's over towards east, 26, 27 degrees at 12 o'clock.
Monday.
Your neck at Wood, you're looking 23 to 25.
Yeah.
At 12 o'clock. That's just
good ground heat.
They are going to go up. As long as the skies stay clear, as they are showing on here,
some hot spots
they're going in that area there, they are going to blow up. And
need to look out for some.
Sorry, go on.
I think in this case, we need to look out for, or anyone needs to look out for some early smoky skies, because I think they'll be really quick. You know, it won't be gradual. They'll just here we are, and I think you'll get some real big, massive cumuluses punching up as well quite rapidly because of the heat as well.
We can see there with these
also got the humidity as well.
They're going to really punch above like 30,000 feet, possibly.
This has got connections with the mass that's happening on the continent. In Iberia, though, isn't it? It seems to be bringing itself up.
Yeah, this is basically that.
I can actually show that in a few moments.
So yeah, so there's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
So you've got sun right across you.
Yeah.
You got a metric bookload across Wales and the M5, M40 into Wales. I would not rule out if anywhere in this section here, which is basically where the peaks are, isn't it? I think I'm looking at that and I'm thinking maybe towards York, towards that where they usually get them in the Vale of York, up towards Malton, Scarborough. They could get some. Obviously, your neck of the woods has got more of a chance because the wind's coming up from the southeast. Let's have a look at the temperatures at that time. They've come down a little bit, obviously, with rain, but even across Lincolnshire, 28, 24 across the the northwest. Could be knocking up into the 20s up in the northeast as well.
There's a big contrast difference between the mid, so that area of Scotland compared to the east coast of England. What a difference!
I know you've got 9 to 11, maybe 13 on that occlusion, and then go about 50 mile down the road and you're nearly in the 20s.
Yeah.
So, and even across Ireland as well, 12 degrees, 11, 12 degrees. Across the border, 17, 18, 19.
Oh, hang on a second. We've got a guest just arrived in. Good evening to our Gav. Gav was a bit. Good evening, one just passing through. Let's have my tea.
Oh, hello. Good evening, Gav.
Good evening, Gav. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope everything's going well with your job.
Indeed. So yeah, Chris has just put the weather due to get hotter in Spain next week.
We'll take a look at that tomorrow on tomorrow's live.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that tomorrow. This is more of a storm risk fall.
Shall I bring up the facts charts for you?
Gordon. Crisis. Look at them.
What? It's all over the show, isn't it? There's no uniformity there of them. Like, you know, you're sort of bringing them into the country from over the continent into the south of the country. You get that big wave and swathe. They're all popping off individually, and that's what can make it very difficult to chase storms, because you've got no uniform direction or the longevity of the storms. I mean, in fairness, any of those hotspots could just go on for an hour. It is simply, even Liz I'd struggle to choose the right one in these scenarios. It really is a case of just
the from high ground, isn't it? It's just watching from high ground, really, with ease, and watching them punch, just watching them, their genesis, you know, the building and thing. I mean, I might go to Windy Hill or somewhere like that.
They look deep, though, don't they? They're not around. There's real hot spots on them.
Yeah, I'm thinking of going to Windy Hill, somewhere like that. You know, where I've got a good view to the west and also to the east, and I can watch them just firing up. I mean, for Gordon, even like Beacon Fell, you know, or Winter Hill, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
You're going to see them coming up from the southeast. Sorry, from the southwest. From the southeast up towards the Midlands.
Oh, I was going to do that. Sorry.
You'd want a good look out towards Liverpool Bay.
Yeah.
Across the plain, across Lancashire plain, and just meet and greet them.
Yes, the guys in the chat saying the correct thing there. It will be the case of no casting through the next couple of days, especially on Monday.
Capping. Oh, I thought we had suit on. Oh, suit's on. Evening suit.
Evening suit. Suit you, sir.
I've just put it's an experience, let's put it like that, in terms of his job. So what were you saying? There's going to be no cap? Or now cast, sorry.
No cap. Yeah, it's going to be
now cast.
No casting on Monday.
It always is.
You've got the perfect ingredients there. But as I've said before, and even the Metal Project just said it on their live on Friday, you've got the ingredients there. It's almost like boiling a saucer of water and boiling water in a saucer. You know the bubble's going to pop somewhere, but you just don't exactly know where, and that's going to be a similar situation for the next few days, especially on Monday.
I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking we might get some mezzo in, possibly a convergence, like a bit of a QLCS, something like that.
Well, do you want to show you the facts chart?
Yeah, if you want to throw that up, I'm pretty much done with that now anyway. So
yeah, I'll just take you off that, flick that right over to the facts chart. So this is for now. So obviously we've got that low pressure just into the Bay of Biscay, centred actually over northern Spain at the moment. But through tomorrow, you've got that. It's like a cold front, really, coming into the south there, which could trigger that. But as we go into Monday, which is the interesting bit, so that moves towards the southwest. You've got that warm front as well. So you've got warm sector in this section here. You've got.
So I think then storms are going to brew along that cold front, aren't they? Just ahead of it.
But that's your Monday. You've got that weather fronts across central areas. You've got that warm sector. So literally, you've got that warm sector between like the borders of Scotland, and you've got the colder air towards the M4 corridor southeastwards. So anything between that gap there between like the M4 corridor and between the borders, there's that chance of there's perhaps decent storms.
It's going to be dragging in cold air from behind it, isn't it? So it's going to get cold.
So between that cold front and that warm sector there, where you've got the humidity as well, and just fast forward it through to midnight, you've still on Tuesday, you've still got that boundary just there. You've got a nice rock right now, actually, a nice little low pressure towards the south, and fast forward that through into Wednesday, that cold front there as well.
then high pressure rebuilding. In terms of you, Sue, I wouldn't be surprised, mate, if you did actually get some tip threes in Essex. So Essex might see some brewing. It just depends on the positioning of this low that Michael's showing now and where that cold front is in situ, if you know what I mean, where it is in terms, because that's where I think, I'm sure the guys will agree as well, that's where the storm's going to brew, in that warm sector. I look where that cold front is, and you've got that warm front moved like facing northeastwards. In that gap is where the storms are going to brew. If you watch this, happy 32nd birthday. Good. Evening to James. Yeah. So yeah, Michael, carry on, mate. Sorry.
That's all right. I was just leaving that on there for a second.
Yeah. So yeah, go on. I'll let you do some.
I can bring up the latest radar from across.
Well, there it is.
So this is the latest radar right now, and you can see that area of low pressure in Biscay, and you can see that line of thunderstorms from Normandy right through into the Costas, really.
So that fact chart is the black mimic version of what we're looking at right now, with that arm coming all the way up from is it Andalusia through the Alps into hang on, I'm on my phone here. Where are we? The France into Normandy, and then it's going to pop off across the channel, isn't it? It's not moving fast though, is it?
No.
Let me just play that through now. So that should take us through, hopefully, into tomorrow.
We'll have plenty of heat inside that.
Let's push that through to tomorrow.
So there it is. That's the centre of the low system there. Just Bay of Biscay, you were saying, Michael, before, weren't you?
Yeah.
What time is it?
So this what we're looking at now. We're looking at Sunday at 7 a.m. So let's play that forward. This is actually from the icon model, actually.
That's a good job, Germans.
There you go. Not a bad chart, this, actually, is it?
So what we're looking at now, this is showing Monday. The icon's not really showing too much, actually, through Monday. Let's bring that back to there. So obviously it's showing a few shells. Obviously it's not high resolution.
No.
It's showing some thunderstorms down towards the southwest.
So with the icon, it won't understand our topography and stuff like the UKV does.
Let's come off that then. Let's have a look at the just have a look at the GFS, because I can just flick over and switch over that to that. So obviously it's low resolution. So let's put that to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There we go. So that's shown quite widespread, actually. You can see the thunder potential.
You've got it near the border. Is it on the border, above the border? Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Is that a bit better?
Newcastle, is it? Yeah, Edinburgh, just south of Edinburgh, is it?
From like.
Yeah.
It's not showing any thunderstorms there. It's not. You can see where the thunder potential is shown on here. Literally, it's along that. It's not really showing that on the proper like it was shown on the facts charts, when you've got this warm sector here and you've got that cold front actually through here. For some reason, it's got the cold front there, but that cold front there. So you've got this warm sector from through northern England through into central parts into East Anglia. So it's like just around about the M4 corridor through into central Wales, where potentially you could have that boundary between the humid air and the colder air tucked in behind.
Do you know, I'm tempted to go further south, Paul.
You
know, beggars can't be choosers right now.
But then again, we're still like 2 days away, and still could be a further northward shift. It's just still to play for as yet. Let's change that GFS to the ECMWF, see if what that's showing.
Well, it's definitely
that's got a bit further southwest, actually, towards a bit more southwestwards. That's the ECMWF. KMA, is that going to show anything? Not really.
Not happy about that, is it?
I think that's the Korean model, isn't it?
KMA. Oh, GEM's the Canadian.
This is the GEM, and that's not really showing much for.
That's the Canadian one.
Many of them. There's too many weather models now, to be honest with you. Why can't they just bring them all together as one, perhaps?
Oh, this is the UK Met Office, by the way.
This
Met Office is better because it'll know our topography.
It's higher resolution as well.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Gav's put, I'd better get on with tomorrow's summer update. I've done 8 hours at the workhouse. Now I'm spending the evening working on GWV.
No, thank you so much, Gav, for coming in.
Yeah, cheers, Gav.
All the best.
Are you live tomorrow, Gav? Oh, good evening, Steffi, by the way.
Evening, Steffi, yeah. So,
good evening.
So where were we?
Shows the difference between the models, doesn't it?
That's over 3 hours, that is. It's the accumulation over 3 hours from probably up to 1600.
This is the Harmony model. Again, similar place, like Central Wales through Midlands into the southeast.
Gavin has a scar.
Let's have a look at this. I've not seen this model before. That's probably why.
The NAM. It won't show you. It's only for America.
That's probably why then. Obviously, we've seen the. Let's zoom back in.
Icons. This is the Germans.
Yeah, so I was showing half the UK there.
Yeah, if we go to the EU one, there's one there.
That's Central European, so that won't be any good. So I've never seen these models before, so I'm just seeing what was shown.
That's Norway.
Okay.
No live tomorrow. Next Gav's live is on Wednesday.
Okay. Thank you, Gav.
Take it easy, mate. Have a good evening.
Right, let's go back into the automatic. What we'll take a look at. Go back to. So really, let's go back to tomorrow. I can bring up the cape and lifted. Actually, let's go back to tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Clicked on thunderstorms. It should give me the cape. So let's run through the cape tomorrow. So it's showing a little bit of cape. So we're on about 200 to 400 kilojoules. Again, a little bit for the north as well. Looking more towards the south on tomorrow. So up to what we're looking at, maybe 1,000 to 1,200 kilojoules.
Well, that's enough, that.
Isn't it?
To get something.
There's the lifted, so we're up to about -4, -5. So there's potential there. Again, it's just the water in a pot situation, really. Let's flick that back to the Cape. Let's run through to 7 o'clock on Sunday. Again, it kind of decreases. So it's just got a heating of the day, really.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put that back to 7 o'clock and we'll have a look at Monday. So what model is this? This is using the GFS. So this is automatically gone onto the GFS. So let's get to 10 o'clock for Cape on Monday. So there's a little bit through central areas. And 1 o'clock, we start to see that Cape increase through central areas. Well, literally across, like around either side of the Pennines through central areas.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's have a look at 4 o'clock. So again, we're looking around about 1,000 to 1,200 kilojoules. We put the lifted on. Well, look at the lifted.
Mm-hmm.
So we look across the board, really looking at -4, -5.
Straight across the Pennines, the backbone, isn't it? Into over the borders.
Maybe through Lightning Alley.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, when I was looking at the Met Office, looking at the rain radar, I mean, it was punching them all the way into Cumbria. Heavy, beefy showers into Cumbria. Normally, you get them out of Cumbria. Which I thought
look at 7 o'clock as well. Looking for western areas. Because it looks like if you look at the wind direction, east coast, you're getting that wind coming off the North Sea now.
Yeah, it's kind of a convergence, isn't it? The wind coming in over the east, going over the Pennines, so I'll be throwing all the heat across.
There's your wind gusts. So yeah, if you look here, you've got wind coming from the south here. You've got the easterlies there, so that's perhaps going to help with the convergence. That's 10 meters above the ground. Let's have a look at the 850. So aloft, it is more of a east to southwest, east to southeasterly. Let's go at 3,000 meters. Again, we're looking same.
Everything's looking in line, isn't it?
Do you think there might be a bit of ripping the tops off the clouds there?
Nah, because all the winds in the same direction. I would imagine they're all going to be traveling along in the same direction.
You see, I'm on my phone because I can't really see too much. But to me, where Blackpool is anyway, where that is now, you've got the winds coming straight down from the north, but you've got them coming right across the Pennines, and that's your.
Sorry, look at the wrong one there. Wind shear.
Right.
So it looks like a bit of convergence. It looks like a bit of convergence there, actually.
Yeah. So it was showing on the UKV earlier. It shows them all like converging, like making some kind of QLCS. Or
then again, you've got this weather front here, so obviously the boundary between the warm air and the cool air.
Can you bring up air pressure on that map for us, buddy?
Of course I can.
Right, okay. You might have to explain what's going on because I can't really see it on my phone. Oh, right, okay. What's that?
So it's about 2012 up towards your neck of the woods, through the Midlands, 2011 towards 2010 elsewhere.
All right, so it's quite even, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, up towards Scotland, 2015, 16. I'll take a look at the humidity. Obviously, this is the humidity.
Yeah.
So the humidity for 4 o'clock is around about 40-50% at this stage.
Yeah.
There's a few pockets down here towards more 60-70. Let's bring that 4 to 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday.
Oh, okay.
When up.
So looking about 70% humidity up through Yorkshire, 60% through the 60-70% through the Midlands there. The south coast there looking about 60 to 80% humidity. 1 o'clock. The humidity is dropping 30% down the east, but then again, could have been caused by some of this wind coming off the North Sea.
It is. It's being fed by the sea. This humidity, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
so
50-60%. Not much from the land itself.
Still down the southwest is 90% humidity.
Well, is that not to do with the low pressure system that's moving through from the Bay of Biscay? It's carrying
I think this is where we should have our cold front, the cold air, shall we say. Again, even at 4 o'clock, we're still looking about the 78%.
There's going to be a few of us looking at the weather models on Monday morning, isn't there?
Oh, yes. After looking at the UKV that's got me, my eyes very much healed.
So 4 o'clock, the temperature, 2 meter temperatures. Again, we're looking about 22, 23, 24. 24 up towards the northwest as well. Even up towards near Newcastle. Saying that, they're getting the wind off the North Sea there, so about 17. Even up towards Scotland there, temperatures 18, 19 degrees. Around Glasgow, about 19. We're looking around about 25, 26 potentially. And this, I'm guessing it's more humid air as well, which is the trigger for this, between that warm sector.
So most of that warm air, then, is it fair to say, is what I worked out before, isn't necessarily coming from through France. It's coming from Germany.
Most of it's actually been built up again, like last week, where it's just that sinking air, and obviously the high pressure has been sat above the UK, and day by day the temperature starts to rise. Obviously, it's been cloudy during the middle of the week. Obviously, the last couple of days, I think, especially today as well. Obviously, you got the pure sunshine, and that's warming the land up quite quickly because the ground's that dry now. Things are starting to warm up a lot more quickly. And again, it's going to happen through tomorrow as well. It's just going to keep warming the land up. So really, most of this really is homegrown heat.
Right, okay. Well, it looks like high pressure is going to be a dominant feature for at least a few more weeks on and off, isn't it, really? I know there's a chance we've got a bit of a wobble at the end of the... I know it's a long way off, but there is a hint sort of the last week of the month where there's a bit of a wobble, but otherwise we've got high pressure that wants to stay with us, which is lovely.
Indeed.
By the way, this website as well is a good thing because they've got cameras on there and can actually click in. So potentially we could be looking at a thunderstorm there.
Yeah, that's good. Well, that to me is a storm, isn't it? You can see the front of that.
I'm just going to see if there's any. Let's have a see if there's any more around this area here. You don't know which way they're facing either. Well, that's a bit short and long. I can't see that properly.
Fancy panoramic from the French there.
Oh.
Can't really see too much detail. That was from 24 hours ago. No, that's not the update.
32 minutes ago, that is. I've put up the net weather technical discussion as well, Michael.
Okay,
so Gordon can have a read through it.
Oh yeah, that's what we just saw already. So I'm just I'm trying to see anything with decent cloudscape actually for these thunderstorms.
Let's see if you zoom in, you might be able to see it. Oh, dark.
You'll get something in that probably.
Let's see any more to see if we've got any. So it's like, oh yeah, can you see like the anvil just here?
Yeah.
And let's have one or two more to see if there's anything that's. All right, just zoom a bit more. Is there any more facing?
That's your best.
Michael, go back to
on
that
the
one.
Outskirts, yeah.
There's a bit of
that's what we've seen already.
That's the best one.
Yeah, you can see the momentous there as well.
Actually, this is from 24 hours ago. Sorry.
No, this is from 28 ago.
All right.
You can see the rain shaft as well.
There'll be lightning in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you can see where the lightning is behind it.
If it's French, it'll be anti-clockwise lightning. Like the merry-go-round and the carousel.
Yeah.
Right, that's God, what's it with these panoramic ones? Right, let's go back.
I'll send a technical discussion.
Let's turn it off there. We'll go back to Paul. We should make this the last one, Paul, because I've just noticed.
Yeah, we'll make it last one. So, yeah, I'll just go through this. So this was at 12:40 today. So this is a smidging out of date. This would have been based on the 6Z runs earlier in the midnight runs. An upper level low located over northwest Spain and surface low over northern Spain will drift north over the Bay of Biscay over the weekend. The upper and collocated surface low then pivots northwest France on Monday, drifting southwest over the Bay of Biscay. So you can see it there, just saw like going in towards, just wandering around. So there you go. You can see where it's picking up that southeasterly. Carries on saying, as the low drifts north to the west of France, so obviously in the Bay of Biscay, resultant strengthening southeasterly flow will increase warm air advection over northwestern Europe, with a plume of higher theta W 12 plus at 850 HPA, so quite warm, lower temperatures, pulled northwest across England and Wales from Sunday and through Monday ahead of the low to the southwest. So tomorrow will be quite warm and muggy, I would imagine. You can see it there, look, the UK here. This is the 12-degree isotherm coming through on the theta, which is the wet bulb, if I remember rightly. So if I remember rightly, wet bulb is the temperature at which water evaporates from a wet rag, if I remember rightly. Am I right there, lads?
Yep.
Thank you. Got it right. I don't need to be taught how to read the maps.
No, it's the rate of evaporation, yeah.
Yeah, it's the rate of evaporation. You've got dry bulb and then you've got wet bulb temperature. Anyway, I'll carry on. Increased cyclonic vorticity and cool mid-level temperatures. Sorry? Did someone just pipe up then? Sorry.
No.
No, as I was saying, yeah, anyway, big words coming now for all the people in the comments and watching it afterwards. Increased cyclonic vorticity and cooling mid-level temperatures with approach of the upper low across northwest France, while warm air advection increases from the southeast will generate increasing instability. So the cold air that's coming out of the back, the warm air that's coming over the top, as we were just showing. Initially across southwest England early on Sunday, then further north across Wales, western England, and east across southern England later in the day and through Monday. Tuesday will see the storm risk be more confined to the southwest of England and mid-South Wales as the low pulls away to the southwest, so retreats basically. Thunderstorms will be driven by a combination of mid-level destabilization. I think I meant destabilization rather than destabilization. As the shortwave troughs move northwest through the strengthening flow, and also by, this is what you was just mentioning, Michael, surface breeze convergence combined with the surface heating of the warm and moist air by day. So as we see here, see them storms kicking off, and then this is based on the 3Z run of, I think it's the net weather, the UKV. So this one's out of date. So the one that we showed you earlier, if I just go back to that, excuse me a moment while I get rid of that. Where were we? So as you can see there, that is out of date because it was showing more across Wales in the southeast, so in the southwest as well. Whereas now it's more, more widespread. Let me just come back. So Sunday says, the arrival of the upper low towards northwest France on Sunday will strengthen low and mid-level warm air advection. So warm air coming up from the continent in the lower mid-levels. At the same time, cool temperatures aloft. This will be manifest in an increasing risk of elevated thunderstorms, either moving up from northwest France or developing from the Western English Channel, moving across southwest England early on Sunday, perhaps spreading into South Wales too, as daytime heating of increasingly moist air mass into the low and mid-20s Celsius occurs across southern England and South Wales, and breeze convergence develops across southeast England, northwest or northwest into Wales, so west and northwest into Wales. Some isolated and scattered heavy showers and thunderstorms may develop. Any storms may produce heavy rain, leading to localized flooding, hail, and cloud-ground lightning. Elevated thunderstorms may also cross the English Channel and move into parts of southern England later in the day or Sunday night. So that's tomorrow's thunderstorm risk.
Right, okay.
So that's based on the 3Z run earlier. So if we look at tomorrow, drag that forward, I would say that's pretty much in line, is the net weather one, looking at that. So we'll go into Monday now. Let's come back. I don't know. I was supposed to share this tab. Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, my bad. Tomorrow, it is pretty much in line across the M4 corridor, as we says, perhaps into West Wales as well before it all dies away. Come back. Oh yeah, I wouldn't say too much down here. It'd be more that line there, but we'll see on the freeze head run later on. Right, this is what we want to be noting now.
Show me Monday. Show me Monday. Show me Monday.
Monday. Moisture pushing in. Pushing. Moisture pushing in. Real good. Come on.
Which show is this?
Anyway, I don't know. Hey, they can swear on American stream, so why can't we on ours? Bollocks to it. Anyway, I shouldn't swear in too much because Michael's got his daughter in the house. So, anywho, moisture pushing real good into the southeast will be more widespread on Monday. So, surface heating into the low or mid 20s, sorry, and surface breeze convergence zones will likely develop again. Likely triggering isolated to scattered thunderstorms across southern England, Wales, and the Midlands. Deep level shear will be generally weak away from the southwest of England and southern Wales, where 30 to 40 knots of deep level shear may be sufficient. This is what I was meaning about the mesoin, for 1 to 2 supercell structures to develop.
All right,
with an isolated risk of large hail and strong wind gusts. Otherwise, thunderstorms may produce localized flooding, hail, and CG lightning. Now, I before I even looked at this, I'd spotted that on this one. Let me go back to share this tab. So, what we were just mentioning there about possible supercells. Yeah, one. All these big, deep ones, I would say, could easily produce a thing. I would say if it's towards the west, I mean, I don't know what Michael thinks. Towards the west, I would say, as they travel up the M6, up through the Cheshire Gap, I wouldn't rule out one up towards your neck of the woods, Gordon. I really wouldn't. Even towards
one to watch.
Yeah. I said that earlier, like I was saying, these ones here were looking very juicy.
Yeah.
Let's move it forward. You can see them. Any of these really big storms could be supercellular. You know, could be looking at mesocyclonic storms there. You never know. Here we go. This is when we're looking for the mesoin. There we go. You can just see it all converging in that convergence zone. Right along the coast. Oh, just south there. Look towards Southport. Kirby.
Is that Southport?
Kirby, kind of way.
Right.
And over towards the Wirral as well. It'll have all the heat coming over the Pennines. As you can see, there's that big long line there. Look.
What
so
time's
you've got
that?
all that heat and moisture coming in.
Is that early evening, that?
Yeah, that's at 19Z, so around about 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
If I just rock it back a bit, you can see all that clouds just getting forced up by the Pennines, and then it's dropping on the other side, so it's going to have a lot of warm air aloft.
Right, I might head to Southport tomorrow.
I would be. I mean, for Monday, you want to be, I'd say, quite local within that. You know what we call Lightning Alley, the M61 kind of area. Anywhere to the west of that, really, I would imagine, or anywhere to the west of the M66, kind of, as a general rule of thumb.
Right. Okay.
But your neck of the woods is right in for even Michael's. I think once he's finished work on Monday.
Oh, just hope it holds off. Just till get
home. I think it will, mate. I really do. I'm hoping it will. Like I say, I'm confident. I'm looking at this and I'm going to wait till NetWeather put out another thing tomorrow. And if the Met Office do, my criteria is usually a yellow warning and 40% risk from NetWeather or Toro. Obviously, Toro have stopped doing their stuff now.
What about Estafex? Because the volume and the ferocity of...
Michael, have you had a look at Estafex?
On the case now.
Good man.
They'll definitely...
It's on the case.
Stuff for the Iberian Peninsula, won't they?
No, nothing at all.
Really?
It might be tomorrow. They might be waiting to see how
true.
play out overnight.
Then again, not really seems to be doing as much. Really, not really seems to be doing much recently.
No, I know. It's like they're in tandem with Barrow.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like them heavy showers get going across like East Yorkshire, South Yorkshire, and then skip the Pennines, and then go and dump the load on the red Rose County, and then they all go off to sea like a jolly green giant. You know what I mean? So I think you'll see them coming in, and they're going to be quite potent. Looking at that, let me go to the humidity. What? 70 to 80%. So, yeah, anywhere, obviously it's going to have rained in these areas, but even where it hasn't rained, you're looking at 40, 50, 60% humidity. So it's going to be really, really warm. Let's go back. Yeah, you can see the 10s coming through there, look, on the 850.
Interesting, isn't it?
It's going to be really interesting on Monday. It's going to be one of them days where it's all or nothing, I think.
It's definitely in the field job, this, isn't it?
Yeah. It's going to be one that we're going to have to like team up for, I think. Or like
Monday's probably going to be the best one of the year so far.
Yeah. I think looking at the latest ones, I would imagine that medium risk is going to be extended further north. So into the like the Cheshire Gap. Anywhere from London, I think where this low risk is now, it'll be like
moderate.
Yeah, it'll be more of a medium to, I won't say high risk, but medium. I would say you're going to look at half-inch hail maybe if they get going. Frequent CG. Lots and lots and lots of heavy rain.
Yeah.
Like we had back in If you remember the front that stalled up here and it just dumped all the rain. It's going to be very much like that, but on your side of the Pennines.
You'll get when it goes off into the Irish Sea, though. You'll get initially some beautiful CGs if this is the case, straight into the sea itself before they die out. Which at close proximity, seeing the back end of a storm going away, that'll be something fantastic to be able to watch. You know.
Yeah, I think you're going to see obviously you're going to see the anvil coming in, and all them storms just merging to bring this big long line of, you know, QLCS, if it may be, who knows? The odd supercell within that, you know, throwing out absolute metric buttloads of lightning. I would say the S word, but, you know, it's before 9 o'clock.
Right, I'm going to leave you all to it now. Go and get
we're going to wrap up now, I think, anyway. So.
Yeah, right. Just one thing. I'll take you off pause a second. Just one last thing. Let's have a look at the satellites from that same storm. So that's the latest satellite.
Oh, looks beautiful, that does.
It does actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can see it's just like throwing out things.
Such a difference, isn't there, with that level coming down on the left there in the Irish Sea.
Storm Chaser 81's asked, where do I find this thunderstorm risk map for the days ahead, please? Net weather.
There's different sites, really. Net weather's one.
Net weather's going to be your best bet. Michelle's asked northeast, not even forecast for rain tomorrow. No, not even for Monday either. If you want thunderstorms, you'd want to be more towards the west, I think, towards the south and the west on Monday. I'm going to probably coordinate with the rest of the team for Monday. See what
things could still alter for tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Things are always moving. Yeah, we'll be back on tomorrow anyway, so we'll have a more solid idea of where things may happen on Monday. Rachel, you've got a good chance over there in the Midlands. Michelle, small chance maybe. Myself, I'm looking small chance here, but I may, like I say, I'm going to liaise with the rest of the guys, possibly Gordon as well, and see if I can get a permit to go across the border.
Oh, I'll grant you one, dear boy. Don't you worry.
Much obliged, Kurt. Much obliged, sir. But yeah, so I'm just having a quick look through. I don't think I may send it on. And you'll be there. Paul, hold on. Yep. So Monday, like the rest of the guys were saying, it's going to be a nowcasting kind of day. Same tomorrow as well, I think.
Mm.
So I'm going to just be nowcasting. So, yeah, I think you're back at work tomorrow, aren't you, Michael?
No, not this Sunday. 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks? Jesus.
Yeah, I'll do one Sunday in every 4.
Ah, right, comprende.
But Sunday might be moved to Saturday because I'm on holiday.
Ooh. He's going to.
But that's still a few weeks away. Yeah, still a few weeks away.
But yeah,
so yeah, I'm obviously off tomorrow. Obviously, we'll have a normal live tomorrow. We'll see what kind of live it will be. We might be just more of a.
I don't think we'll be on early. I don't think we'll be on early tomorrow because none of us are going to be out chasing. It's not really worth it unless.
More, I said more towards the southwest, M4 corridor, southwestwards, really. Right, shall we call it a night? Because I did say about half an hour, and once again, we've gone to an hour.
An hour and 5. Cool. Yeah, we'll call it a night.
Yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow from 8 p.m.
Yep.
Obviously, watch out for updates on our Facebook page.
Yep. Cool.
Have fun, ciao.
It's good night from me. It's good night from Paul, and it's good night from our nod rug just below.
Low.
Hi all.
See you later.
Till tomorrow.
Right. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.